You're talking about Belichick, the coach. You're talking about Belichick, the accomplished coach. I'm talking about Belichick, the GM, getting in the way of the productivity of Dak Prescott. I wouldn't wish that quarterback situation on anybody. And I'll bring up a point that I haven't brought up in quite a long time. I did bring it up once before, but I haven't brought it up in quite a long time, Max Kellerman. Are we not willing to get to a point now, particularly, and Molly would co-sign this, I believe, have we not gotten to a point now that Tom Brady has won his 7th championship? Who really wants to succeed Tom Brady in Foxborough? I mean, who really wants that task? Who wants that responsibility? Because no matter what you do, anything short of a championship is not going to measure up to those folks there as well as it shouldn't. I mean, they've been spoiled over the last 2 decades with the level of excellence that he's been able to put forth. Obviously in concert with Bill Belichick to some degree, but as we've learned, give Tom Brady some weapons and look at what he'll do. Bill Belichick didn't do that. That's problematic. And so when I look at it from that perspective, I say no, the Patriots does not make sense for me right now. Let Bill Belichick, the GM, not the coach, because he has nothing to prove as a coach, but let Bill Belichick, the GM, go out there and prove that what he can do is go about the business of surrounding the quarterback with the requisite weapons needed in order to be competitive, particularly with the Buffalo Bills on the come up, the Miami Dolphins on the come up, okay? I look at it from that perspective, and I say no way should Dak Prescott end up in New England.
First of all, I did not co-sign the fact that Bill Belichick can't do it as a GM. If I co-signed anything, it's that it does raise questions. He's an imperfect GM, and you have every right to highlight that and put the spotlight on it and scrutinize it. But I'm not sitting here saying Bill Belichick is the worst GM. A lot of GMs
didn't say that.
passed
We said
on
what
a lot
he has
of
not
receivers
done.
in a lot of recent drafts.
We just said what he hasn't done. We just highlighted what he hasn't done.
Bill Belichick's record as a GM actually looks very good. The question now becomes, was that Tom Brady? And I think to answer that question, he needs a quarterback. Now, have I ruled Cam out? No. But at this point, do I think Dak Prescott is an upgrade over Cam Newton? I certainly do. Of course I do. And furthermore, the idea of succeeding a legend, I don't think that would intimidate a guy like Dak, not Dak Prescott. Stephen A., I think like Didi Gregorius replaced Derek Jeter at shortstop in New York, and the fans loved him. He did great. He wasn't had the success that Jeter had, but he did great. And Dak is more than Didi. Yeah, but that's the kind of stuff Dak does. Dak, listen, think about this, Stephen A., and we've talked about this. During the anthem issue, did Dak Prescott toe the company line even though it looked uncomfortable for him at times?
Yes.
He did. Dak Prescott is very aware of being the face of a franchise, of his responsibility not only to the team on the field and the fans, but also to the franchise itself, even if maybe their wishes conflict with his. To me, he's sort of the perfect Patriot. And I would like to see what Belichick can do with a top quarterback not named Tom Brady, and I'd love to see what Dak can do on a professional team like the Patriots.
Well, Dak Prescott doesn't want to go someplace where he's just another player. And if there's an organization that's virtually guaranteed to treat you like you're just another player, it's the New England Patriots. Because if Bill Belichick doesn't want to, quote-unquote, kiss the ring, per se, of Tom Brady, he damn sure ain't going to do it for anybody else. Contractually, we know how many times Tom Brady has taken a pay cut, restructured his contract, et cetera, et cetera. Dak is trying to get paid. Dak is trying to say, I'm a leader of a franchise. I'm a face of a franchise. Right. This is what I bring to the table. I deserve this amount of money, et cetera, et cetera. That ain't going to happen in New England. But Daniel Snyder will do it.
All right, I'll leave you with this. Dak's cap hit is $37.7 million this upcoming season, obviously, because he's playing under that franchise tag. And there's 2 ways to look at it, fellas. Are you replacing Tom Brady or are you replacing Cam Newton? And then the expectations might be
Ain't nobody think about Cam Newton. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.